All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today for episode 4, this will be, of the Bangcast. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Casey. Mr. Cuz, how's everyone doing today?
Dandy.
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 He's feeling super dandy.
That's a new one. Anyway.
At least he's not feeling randy, because then I'd have to watch.
Or raunchy, one or the other.
Raunchy. Oh, there, it's just getting worse as we go.
Anyway, here today on this episode of the Bangcast, we are going to talk about our favorites and, board games from when we were a child. Not necessarily just our favorites, just ones that, resonate with us, stuck through our heads throughout the years. And, maybe even at this later point in time in life, it's just like, man, you know what? I want to play such and such game. Now, I'll go ahead and start off. Me, personally, I think one of my favorite board games has always been Monopoly. That one stuck with me, throughout the years. Monopoly's always fun. You can turn it into a drinking game as well. Here, later.
Turn any game into a drink.
Well, that's true as well. But I mean, it's fairly easy. Every time you pass go.
I can
go to jail.
I can honestly say that I have never played Monopoly the correct way.
Oh, okay.
With the rules, with my own our own made up rules when we were kids.
Right.
We
Yeah,
used to play Monopoly.
everyone had their own variation, but I want to hear what yours were.
I mean, ours were just simple. Where if you went through and you bought the land, if you had the money to buy the land, anybody would come and buy it, but we would never end up selling it. So if somebody just ran out of money, they were out of the game. But I mean, to be honest with you, I've never played a full game of Monopoly where everybody's going to run out of money.
Well, I mean, realistically, that's almost the correct way to play Monopoly.
I didn't know. I've never read the rules.
I mean, you can sell the properties, but if you're saying you just got to hold on to them.
Well, I would think that at some point you would run out of money, and then you would have to sell the properties to other people.
Yeah, I mean that's the correct way.
We never did that. You were just automatically out of the game.
You can okay.
In my version.
All right, that's interesting.
For Monopoly, when I used to play it, we used to have multiple Monopoly games. Mm-hmm. You know how the different variations.
Yeah.
So we would take the money and 3 times it, 4 times it, so all of us would have a ton of money. The game lasts a lot longer.
So the only loser in your version is the bank.
Right.
Right?
Well, no, because we still played it the way it's supposed to be played.
Okay.
The game just lasted a lot longer.
Yeah.
That's what I was going against. I didn't want the game to last longer. I wanted it to end as quickly as possible.
Well, I like to watch people suffer as they keep working.
Well, on top of that, let's just say the normal game of Monopoly would say 3 or 4 people playing. I mean, that game normally is going to probably take granted, some people might get lucky and get a short game, but you're probably looking at 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, a Monopoly game is long.
Yeah, Monopoly takes a long time.
Not as long as Risk, though.
Oh, yes.
Which Risk is another game that I have actually never played the correct version of.
Okay. I never played Risk at all.
Really? Risk was a very close second, from childhood memories and everything as far as me and whatnot. I like Risk because of the, strategy value that it offered.
I still personally do not understand the rules of Risk. I honestly don't. I have always played by myself against myself. Played Risk. I've never
solitaire style.
I've never actually played another person at Risk.
Really?
Yes.
I find that. How can you play Risk by yourself?
With my own made-up rules that probably have absolutely nothing to do with the game of Risk.
As a child, did you have an imaginary friend?
That's a good question. Are you sure?
Yes. I've never had an
So technically you won, no matter what.
Of course. Everybody likes to win.
I mean, I like that. I like
win against myself.
I wonder who's going to win.
Here's the strange thing. There's parts of myself that wanted this side of myself to win, and there's parts of myself that wanted this side of myself.
So you played against your alter ego.
Yes.
No. I think what he's saying is that he has multiple personality disorders.
That's possible.
Might be.
That's interesting.
I'm always fighting myself on my own worst enemy.
Next week on STEM.
Fair enough. So, do you have any particular board games that you were a super fan of when you were young?
Checkers. Checkers has always been my thing. Like, I remember playing. Well, my grandfather got me started in checkers when I was like 3 or 4, and then when the internet started to boom around like Windows 95 era, there was like this like free game thing where you could play like chess, checkers, and all this stuff. And I would go on there every day after school, and I was like, they had a ranking system, and you played against people at your rank. And I was like, I wasn't the top. It was like master, and then like advanced, novice, amateur, and beginner. And I was at the advanced level. I never got to master, but for a fucking 11-year-old kid, I think I was doing all right. Checkers was always.
So you gave up on your dream before you became a master's checker player.
If there even is a thing.
Well, apparently, according to the ranking system, there is.
Well, back in the day, I don't know if there's like, competitions and shit. But imagine there is.
I imagine there is.
Yeah, I mean they have a competition for everything nowadays. Really.
I mean, chess is like a big thing.
Chess is definitely. It's always been.
That's one thing that I like about chess and checkers, because they came with the same exact board, and generally, if you bought like a fairly cheap set, you would get both.
Right. Yeah. They're both fun games.
They are. Did you play chess against yourself?
I played chess against the computer. I haven't. I'm trying to think. I think the only person I've ever played chess at is with one of my grandfathers, and he used to kick the crap out of me, so I didn't like the game that much. But I think I played against.
Did he beat the crap out of you in a good way, or did he do it in like?
Well, I am.
The only way to learn is to lose.
Right. What was he like?
Chess.
I am a horrible loser in general, so.
Did he beat you and then laugh? Is what I'm asking.
No, he didn't.
He tried to teach you.
He was not like. Yeah, he did try to teach me the game, but after like 2 losses, I could just give up. I played maybe like 2 times and then I just quit.
Chess can last for a while too.
Chess can, except when you suck, like I do.
Well,